Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here and welcome to BBallBreakdown. On Monday, I'll be watching the NCAA final game live via my Google Hangout or Periscope via Twitter. So stay tuned on my Twitter feed to find out which way we're going to do it, but join us. You can comment, we'll interact, we'll offer our insights during the game, and I'll have a guy who played in the Final Four with me watching, so don't miss it. Well, now let's talk about that amazing game last night between the Suns and the Warriors, because it was really interesting. The Suns pretty much had the game under control. The Warriors looked disinterested as we're getting to the end of the season and they're not playing for much. Without Draymond Green in there to give them that kind of extra energy, they simply didn't look like they wanted to win the game. But something happened, got the Oracle crowd going, and all of a sudden the Suns made a couple little mistakes there, and the Warriors were able to steal the game. So here's how it shook out in the last few minutes. It's a tie game under 4 minutes, and the Suns run some flex action and totally miss TJ Warren flashing to the right block. One reason is that having Archie Goodwin, a non-threat from 3 on that side, allows Klay Thompson to get a hand up in the passing lane. So they swing it to an isolation on David Lee. Great choice as Morris coaches free throws when Lee doesn't let him land on the jump shot. The Warriors come down with nice motion where Bogut pitches to the top, then gets a cross screen from Klay. Watch PJ Tucker's perfect position. He's got 4 feet between him and Bogut and allows him to step around the screen and beat Bogut to the spot. He stays low and doesn't allow Bogut to get in front, and Curry throws a dying quail that's easily intercepted. Up 1, Bledsoe wants to take time off the clock, but also clearly wants Bogut's man to ball screen. The Warriors switch way too easily, and Bledsoe gets the good look at 3 on the mismatch. Still up 4, and Bledsoe again has PJ Tucker screen, but this time the Warriors don't switch. They decide to isolate the mismatch, but trying to attack out top with all 5 guys spread around like this and the clock winding down, there is no room for Tucker to attack, and he has to settle. This results in a long rebound, which Curry gets, and I cannot believe how many open threes he gets. Watch Goodwin ride him down the court, but then for some reason just keeps running, giving Steph a wide open look. The Suns run a UCLA cut into a ball screen straight out of the triangle high post offense, but Iguodala knocks the ball away. Warren finds a sliver of an opening and hits the tough runner. Down by 3, the Warriors run a great out-of-bounds play, but Curry misses Iguodala for an alley-oop. However, the next option is also fantastic as Klay flare screens for Curry coming from out of bounds. It would have been another wide-open Curry shot had Bogut thrown an accurate pass. However, the Warriors get fortunate, it misses badly and ends up in Klay Thompson's hands where he drives and gets free throws when Morris isn't set trying to take a charge. A nice little flare cut by TJ Warren catches Iguodala trailing the play, and look at this great spin move back over his right shoulder to score in Iggy's face. Down by 3, of course the Warriors are thinking 3-ball. Steph actually missed his opportunity for an open look here, and by taking an extra dribble or 2, it becomes a bad choice to shoot it. The Suns run the exact same play for Warren, except this time Iguodala forces him to his left. This becomes a bad decision by Warren to take a step back 22-footer, which bricks. When Steph gets the rebound, you must snap into a stance on defense immediately. Yet Goodwin is jogging back, unaware that Bogut has been calling out the screen on him since the backcourt. Also, Morris is supposed to be guarding Bogut. However, because of all the cross-matching, he ends up needing to pick up Harrison Barnes. This becomes a steaming hot mess as PJ Tucker picks up Steph early, leaving TJ Warren with no clue who he's supposed to guard. The answer is Bogut, but this delay enabled Klay to use the screen from Bogut and find daylight for the game-tying 3. Here's where I think Kerr got caught with his pants down a little bit. Golden State had a chance to substitute for Bogut so a better-suited defender could guard PJ Tucker. Instead, the Suns wisely isolate from the left corner, and Tucker gets a layup. Down 2, the Warriors run a double ball screen for Curry, and this gets the Warriors 2 great shots at the rim that they can't knock down. Bledsoe had been hurting them on the defensive end for much of the night, so it seemed fitting he'd knock the ball out of his own teammates' hands, giving Golden State another shot at the rim. With such a small team, Bogut has a huge advantage, grabs the board, and here's where it just kind of gets fun. This time, Steve Kerr gets Bogut out of there to better match up, but Hornacek drew up a real beauty. Watch how Bledsoe screens, then curls around the Morris pick. If Klay is going to chase him like this, two things must happen. One, McAdoo must be in better position to stop the pass to him, and two, Harrison Barnes must show on the cutter before getting back to his man. Neither of these things happen, and it looks like Bledsoe won the game for his team. However, there's plenty of time for the Warriors, who advance the ball with a timeout. They run a simple double stagger for Curry, but Curry doesn't do a good job setting up his man by taking 2 steps toward the basket first. This allows Bledsoe to stay stuck to him and convince Iggy not to throw it to Curry. Harrison Barnes is the second option coming off the Spates pin down, and somehow he retains enough control of the ball going to the middle to A, get the shot off, B, not get called for traveling somehow, and C, hit the game winner. Rarely do you see a home team with a higher seeding steal a game, but this is precisely what you'd call it, and we're all better off for witnessing such excitement.